Well, hello there, everybody. Here we are. It is just gone 8 p.m. One of the craziest, busiest weeks I've had for a while. I wonder how you are. Lavender has joined me already. She likes to take part in these. And I'm actually excited to see who's going to show up tonight. So if you've been as busy as I have, then you might not even have time to be a part of this right now. And that's okay, because it's really about just being able to step into the energy when you are ready. And there's definitely been a shift today from yesterday. I put in the posts a bit earlier on today that it's quite common in the day before the new moon to feel really like that darkest hour before dawn, because it's there's no moon until the new moon appears again. And although it's new moon today, we won't see that lovely slither of new moonness for a few days. It takes a little while. So there's this constant ebb and flow, which, whether we look at the whole sun cycle of the year, or whether we look at the monthly moon cycle, when we look at the equinoxes and the solstices, there are rhythms that we can flow with. And equally, we can choose to go not with the flow and go against the tide. And there are times, hello Sarah, lovely to see you. There are times when that can be useful, that can be helpful, as in there are times when we need to stand our ground, even though everyone's flowing in one direction. But at the moment, we're being called to make the little changes in our lives that will make a big difference. And there's a resolve building at the moment. There's definitely a sense of purpose. I think we've gone from quite a slothy start to the year to feeling more energized as the full moon hit us 2 weeks ago. And I have been hearing that a lot of people have been very, very tired. I know that's definitely how I felt after the winter solstice, that's right, which I'm going to talk just a little bit about. Hello, this is Lavender. I want to talk a little bit about it because it's actually really important what happened on the 21st. I hosted a cacao ceremony. Lots of other people were doing lots of things, but I woke up on the 22nd and literally couldn't get out of bed. It was just absolute weird exhaustion. Could have been flu, who knows. Hello Effie, Carlos Irtes, I hope you're well, lovely to see you. Anyway, the point is that there was a marked shift the day after the solstice, and what I have discovered since I met with you last was that we had a big crystalline grid awakening on the 22nd. So the solstice brought this activation of this crystalline grid. And at the same time, this is what's going to be woo-hoo-hoo for those of you who are into all of this, is the 3D matrix was brought down. So the way that it was brought down, some of you will find very fantastical, but why not? Why not if I share it with you? Apparently a black hole was harnessed by our star families behind our galactic center, our galactic sun. And as a result of that, the whole of the 3D matrix was brought down and entrained into that black hole. So what we're left with, hello Kat, welcome. What we're left with is the illusion of a 3D matrix. Because we live in a holographic universe, the fact that we have a memory of this matrix of control, control through fear, in a way, we're still creating it. We're creating it even though it's not there anymore, because it's what we remember and we've seen. So we've really got an opportunity as we ask ourselves the questions which I asked you earlier. What is something I need support with right now? And what would I like the new moon to bring into my life? Those are questions I asked you earlier today. And please do contemplate them. And if you want to share in the comments what you would like, what you need, and what you would like the new moon to bring, go for it. Hey, Christina, just want to say hello to everybody who's here. So essentially where I'm going with this is that we have a situation, I'm going to use the example of the flu pandemic that's going on. We have a situation that is absolutely creating terror in the world at the moment. And it's these super flus that have been created since we created flu vaccines, I think. And we started bringing different strains of flu from around the world together, trying to create a cure. And all we've done is create more extreme flus. So a lot of us get very, very scared, and then we're trying to protect ourselves from the flu. And then we weaken our immune system because we're scared all the time, and we're in a negative spiral. So what we have an opportunity to do now is to move into a positive spiral, to say, stop. This isn't the truth. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. So I would invite you to consider anything you have fear of at the moment. And let's use our time together tonight to be able to plant our seeds and clear up the resistance to those seeds, which is going to be releasing the fears. And, you know, if the flu thing's got you, then just remember that there is lots you can do to boost your immune system internally. The gut is 80% of our immune system. So keeping your gut healthy is vital. That's probiotics. And then you also have the doTERRA oil on guard that kills MRSA, all bacteria and viruses. It is super, super strong. And oregano oil acts as antibiotics. So we have nature's super distilled, potent potions when we need them. We don't need to be resorting to things that are actually toxic for us and causing more problems than good. So I am going to move on. I've got quite a few of you on, and I know you're keen. So I just want to make sure, have you got your crystals with you? I am so loving crystals at the moment. And this crystalline grid, if you want to activate a matrix in your house, then I invite you to take the crystals in your house and put them outside now to cleanse them for the next 2 weeks until we have the full moon, which is also going to be a eclipse. And as a result of that, we'll be able to then bring our newly charged crystals in and to create a grid around the house to sustain higher vibrational frequencies more easily. And also you can create a little altar, which will be the central point. It will be your portal point, so you can keep emitting the vibration. So just a couple of things I want to bring your way to consider before we start the meditation. I've mentioned the crystalline grid. I'm going to connect you all to it today. I also wanted to mention a little bit about the Earth's core, because for time immemorial I've been teaching to connect right down from the source of all that is down to the center of the heart of the Earth. But actually, now that this crystalline grid has been activated, we want to be connecting down to the crystalline grid, because we don't want to be connecting down into the old Earth paradigm. Now the new Earth paradigm, the ascension paradigm, is in our hearts. Hello, Mel. So we want to connect to the Earth's core through our hearts, Mother Earth's heart through our hearts, and also the cosmic heart is in our hearts. So I am the one self I am. When I start that in a minute, that means we are everything. We are each everything. So when we come back to conversations I've had with you before about Christ-like, Christ consciousness, inner presence, our inner God self, the idea that everything you're looking for is already inside of you. It's all making sense now, okay, with this crystalline grid. So hello, Anne, welcome. So, you know, this is something where we can really step into our power and the co-creating. There are lots and lots of people on this planet who are here to dismantle the old system. I'm not one of those people, and I think the people that I work with are also the dreamers, that we're the dream weavers. We are building the new world. So this whole, wouldn't it be nice if, this whole co-creating your reality, this whole looking for the good, this whole using your imagination to instead of focusing on the problem, to try and imagine what actually it would look like if the solution to the problem. What are the variables that we could shift? What's in our imagination that could make, instead of hospitals, for example, being what they are today, could be these amazing health centers where we really learn to eat to our type, and we learn what to eliminate from our bodies, and we are convalesced to vibrant health. And we are so well when we leave that everything that a hospital includes is holistic and organic and biodynamic. And yes, you have an accident and emergency department, but it diffuses lemon oil, which there have been plenty of tests that have shown that actually diffusing lemon oil in A&E departments is really, really good for staff morale, which helps the patients as well. So, you know, we get this opportunity to dream up a new world. So if you are like me and you actually cannot be in the battlefield, that you're an empath and intuitive, and it is just too much to be fighting at the fighting edge, then you are to be holding the energy to support the others who are doing the fighting. So you have to be honest with yourself about what you're capable of. So many of us bleed ourselves dry trying to save the world, and that's not our job. Our job is to raise our own frequency as best we can. So at the start of the new year, I asked you to consider how you are going to make this your best year ever. And I also, hello Seema, I asked you to consider whether you were willing to start co-creating from joy rather than from fear and anxiety. So where you're going to leave the struggled up paradigm behind and choose the new earth paradigm, the thriving paradigm. If you are up for that, can you please say yes? Hello, Lisa, because this is your commitment being witnessed. You have to worry about how it's going to happen. It's happening anyway. Last thing to help you on understanding and visualizing all of this, when we finish this call, please look on Google, look up what a Taurus is. And yeah, Shelby's there with a yes, thank you. And Seema's saying, hey, lovely to see you again. Tried to connect, but no volume on my end, so we'll have to watch the replay. Try reconnecting. I think everybody else can hear. So Seema, I hope you can reconnect. Yes, so basically, lots of things are going on. A Taurus is an energy field. You'll see how it works. And I think if you can imagine that, when I talk about a sphere of compassion, within that sphere of compassion, this energy is just moving. And as it's moving, thank you, Kat, for your yes. Thank you, Lisa. I think those kisses were a yes. Christina's got a yes. We're all good here. So, yeah, the Taurus will just help you to imagine the energy that's flowing through you. We are doing lots of work in our sleep. And what else did I want to mention? I think that's it. I think we're ready to go. So, does anybody want to share what it is they have a need for at the moment? Do you want it to be witnessed? Because if you do, then now's your chance. And if you would also like to share what you would like the new moon to bring into your life, then you can share that too. What I'm going to do while I'm waiting to get some comments from people is just toast the cacao, and we're also going to cleanse our crystals before we get everything going. So if you have got cacao, you can bring it to your heart. You can hold it in your hands and bring it to your heart. If you haven't, then you can just bring both your hands to your heart. And we will start with a little blessing. So just closing your eyes for a moment. And welcoming your breath into your heart as you welcome the new moon into your heart as well. These new seeds that we plant this time of the month. And becoming aware of your whole body and allowing it to settle, to relax, welcoming your soul to embody your physical being. And you may be aware that you have a soul chakra about 3 foot above the earth, and you have an earth chakra about 3 foot beneath the earth. Just know that they're spinning and they're connecting you to everything that you need to be connected to now. And just being aware of the sphere of compassion that is always, always surrounding you. And the energy that's always flowing to you and through you. And allowing yourself to come into a state of grace, a state where you're willing to let go of what no longer serves you. And you're also open to doing that through the power of revelation. And inviting compassion, care, gratitude, and appreciation into your heart space. So we welcome the Cacao Diva into this space too, and we ask that she brings us balance and harmony wherever it's needed in our lives. The insights we need to be shown where to go within ourselves to receive those insights, lovingly and gently. with grace and with ease. So allow the smile in your heart to find you. And let it spread through every cell of your body. Allow yourself to feel as though you're radiating this smile. And at the same time, love is raining down upon you. And feel that love flowing through you, opening up the soles of your feet, the palms of your hands. And allowing that love to purify your earth chakra, which is your connection to the crystalline grid, which I'll activate a bit later. Just feeling your earth chakra receiving lots of love, and as you receive that love and it receives that love, it's starting to spin and energize and receive all the upgrades it needs to connect to the crystalline grid. And we ask that we are guided to plant the seeds that are most aligned with our divine design, that we are guided to plant the seeds that are the highest version of ourselves intentions, with grace and with ease. We see their manifestation and enjoy the process, including the time where it seems as though nothing is happening, having the faith that things are happening below the surface before the buds sprout. And if there's anyone you want to hold in your heart, you want to send love and healing to as you raise your own frequency, then bring them into your heart. I have a little baby called, well, she's called Jacqueline, but she's known as Boo Boo, that could really do with a lot of loving energy. So you can just visualize her well and happy in an emerald green, beautiful blanket, being healed from the inside out. If there's anyone else you want to bring in, please do. And then when you're ready, just very gently bring yourself back. Great. So here's to Mama Cacao. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Sarah saying, healing from a 10-year-long health condition. It's happening. Yeah, baby. We've got Jen. Welcome, Jen. And Melissa. Nice to see you, Melissa. And Jen, everyone. So Effie's saying it's my first time doing that. The connection is not so good. Maybe plug into your router if you can, Effie, and that should make it better. Shelby, my soul likes to travel and I am being drawn, but I don't know where. I can be used to the best of my ability. I'm looking for the where. Okay, so the where is inside of you. So the most important thing you can do, Shelby, is recognize that there's nowhere outside to go. There's just a feeling vibration to connect to in here. And as you connect to it, the world around changes. The opportunities come. And you know which ones to go towards because they're the ones that make your heart feel expansive. And the ones that you don't feel excited and passionate about are the ones not to bother with. So I hope that will help you, because if your soul likes to travel, then travel likes you, and it's you're being drawn to travel. So get into the feeling vibration of being places that you feel, wow, are amazing, and then see what opportunities come up. Big love to you too, Jen. Okay, so if anyone else wants their intentions to be witnessed, I've put, what is something I need support with? Trusting myself more. Every so often, my heart challenges me to trust deeply, even though on the surface it doesn't look like I might have made the right decision, or my decision brings me pain, but that pain is what needs to be healed. And particularly, and this is something that I do want to say about this, this crystalline grid, is that we are doing a lot of work in our sleep, and one of the beautiful things about the crystalline grid is that you can actually connect to the crystalline grid as you go to sleep at night, so you recharge. So you can imagine that your feet fit into this portal, like a charging port, but it's perfectly designed for your feet. And so as you put your feet into it, you then activate your part of the grid, so that's your bit of world service, and you also get energized from it. So setting your intention to ask the universe, to ask your higher self to take care of as much of your to-do list as possible the night before, and then in the morning tuning in again. And you can always listen to the replay and write down the I am statements that I share with you at the start of each meditation. But basically in the morning, to connect again with your higher self and your highest guidance, and to ask what your genuine to-do list is today. What is it for you to do? And to then allow yourself to receive those answers. So we are straddling two worlds, the old paradigm, the new paradigm, and we all have an earthly life we need to take care of. We can't live in la la land and just create, with our imagination. We've got practical things we need to do, like wash up and go to work and all of that kind of thing. But it's the mindset that you take with you. It's the frequency that you expand into before you go out there that will allow you then to radiate an energy, so it stops you picking up energies you don't want to. And in the radiating the frequency that you want to attract, so the things you want to bring into your life and what you need support with, just imagining you've already got that, then you'll start to bring it in. So it's you become a magnet, but you have to radiate to magnetize. And time, I don't know how your relationship with time is at the moment. For me, I've found I've got lots of energy, but there's far too much going on. So I think part of what's going on with the crystalline activation is that it's important for you to direct what you want your energy to do. So you can command that you have all the time that you need to get everything done that is important for you to do, and that you feel the sense of spaciousness and flow. Hello, Susie. So, this is the thing. We can focus on not having enough time and be moaning about that all the time. And I certainly have been mentioning it a bit lately. But what it's brought me to is, okay, so what I want to connect with is having plenty of time to do the things that I am meant to do today in accordance with my higher self, not with my ego. And that I have this real sense of feeling spaciousness and pace and flow. So this is all part of this grace and ease, what it means to align with grace and ease through challenging times. Anyway, I hope you find all of that useful. I think everybody's here now, so we can get going. If you've got your crystal, you know me, I'm a bit of a megalomaniac, so I've got two. This is the time to cleanse them, and then we're going to go into the meditation. So if anyone else wants to write in the comments what they would like to bring in with the new moon, what they'd like the new moon to bring into their lives, please write it down. It will be magnetized. And if anyone wants to write down what they feel they need, something they need support with, certainly for me, it's the time thing and trusting my heart. So I put that to you. In the meantime, let's cleanse these crystals. So you're going to hold them in your hands, or hold it in your hand if you've got one. And then please just repeat after me. I am the one self I am. I am all that is. I am that I am. I cleanse this crystal to renew its power, so that it may bring peace and harmony and benefit mankind, womankind, and all humankind. I command that all negative energy be taken from this crystal to where it can be transformed, transmuted into the purest frequencies of love and light. I've forgotten half of it, sorry. I cleanse this crystal to renew its power so it may bring peace and harmony and benefit humankind. I ask that all negative energies go from this crystal to where it can be transmuted into the purest frequencies of love and light for the highest good of all. And I ask that this crystal, these crystals, are filled with the purest frequencies of love and light from my star family, my soul family, and the one self that I am. And so it is, and so it shall be. In your own way, just really make a connection with this crystal. See if you can feel a shift in your hand as you hold these crystals and recognize their divinity. Just take a moment to thank this beautiful, precious stone for coming to you, to offer its healing frequencies. Knowing that even as we all have these crystals, crystals are constantly being regenerated by the earth. They're constantly growing. And we are all shifting into a crystalline cellular structure, which a lot of people don't believe. We're carbon-based, yeah, but we're moving to crystalline. And we're activating all 12 strands of our DNA, which is all part of this being divine human. So any of you who are working with me, this is the path you're on. Okay, just know that, and don't worry if it's frightening to you. Then ask your angels and guides to support you to feel safe about this and to show you what a wonderful thing it is. Okay, so we're ready to start with the meditation now. If you want to have a little more of your cacao. And try and keep it short and sweet. So we're going to harness all of this lovely Capricorn energy. There's 5 planets in Capricorn at the moment, so there's lots of energy to get things going and off the ground. So just let's welcome the energy we need to do this consistently with grace and ease. So when you're ready, please close your eyes. Come back to your breath. Keep hold of your crystal. And taking a moment to breathe into your lovely heart. I'm going to get our I am presence activated now. So our higher self, our super conscience becomes activated. So repeating after me, please. I am the one self I am. I am the one self I am. I am the one self I am. I am unity consciousness. I am source consciousness. I am the source of my creations. I am the creator of my reality. I am a multi-dimensional being of love and light. I am aligning with Earth's ascension timeline. I am sovereign. I am creator. I am free. I am commanding an axitonial alignment with my divine design timeline. I am embodying the wisdom of my higher self from my divine design timeline. I am choosing to co-create my personal paradise. I am that. I am. Oh, well done. Can you feel how those crystals awaken to that? Suddenly, boom, our energy field expands. Just being aware now of your sphere of surrounding you. It's as big as the room or the house that you're in. It's up to you. And if you were to look at the wall of the sphere, you'd see it's made of trillions of little spheres, all spinning on their own axis. So this is what we mean about a holographic universe. Our own reality bubble, our own perception of reality is holographic. We see the same thing in every situation, depending on our perception filters. So let's remove the filters that are not aligned with your divine design. Let's remove these filters from all of your reality bubble. So I'm going to invite you just to allow that beam of light that connects us to all that is to move down through your body and to anchor it into your earth chakra, which is about 3 foot deep in the earth. And then receiving from your earth chakra, which is connected to the new ascending earth paradigm, the light of the new earth heart, up through your body and out through to the sun, away and up to the original source of all that is. And just notice what that feels like, because this isn't about us going down into the center of the earth. It's just going deep, 3 foot deep into the earth, aligning with the crystalline grid. And just feel what that's like for you, whether it lifts you up or not, while still feeling anchored. And remembering that image of a torus, so this you're like a donut of energy that gets sucked up through your feet and sucked down through your head and emitted out again. So it goes up and out and down, and it goes down and up and back in again. And you have a heart field as well. So your heart is emitting a frequency. Just feel how your energy field is aligning with the frequency of compassion. Okay, so just would like you to get into this feeling state of having the need that you have right now met. What does it feel like to have the need met, that you need to be met? What support is it that you need right now? I will invite you to feel supported. So I gave the example of trusting my heart. So for me, it's feeling my heart communicating in a beautiful, expansive way with me. And this idea of having plenty of time, a beautiful pace, a joyful pace in my life, for all the tasks that are aligned with my divine design. So for you, you can use Sarah's example of feeling vibrantly healthy, vital and healthy. Deeply loved, heard, witnessed, accepted. Just feel how the sensations in your body change. What does the you look like who's living this reality? And then connecting to what you would like the new moon to bring into your life. You've already raised your frequency to that feeling of having your need met. And now connecting with what you want the new moon to bring into your life. So raising your frequency to match that, so that it can come to you with grace and ease. You're just emitting a frequency that draws it in like honey to the bee. Again, notice whether you want to smile, whether you feel your third eye awakening, your crown spinning. What's happening for you as you expand into more and more of you? And accepting nothing but the best. So really giving yourself the time to feel, wow, yeah, that's it. Yes, you've all got a great thing going on there. Well done. So we're in the space of having, not wanting. So you validate yourself. Keeping that vibration lovely and high, now creating a small replica sphere in front of your face. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to invite all of the filters around your reality bubble, so any filters that are connected to the old paradigm, the 3D matrix, to be released from the spheres that are spinning, the trillions of spheres that are spinning around you, and to move into that sphere that's in front of your face. All of the perception filters that make you feel on any level that it's got to be difficult, you're undeserving, you're unworthy. If you believe you're just going to be let down, so you might as well not believe. If you try, you'll fail. If you reach out, no one will meet you. You're not good enough anyway. All of that stuff, just put it all in the sphere. And you may see it quite viscerally. You might see colors, you might see parasites, you might see all sorts of things, even like contact lenses being moved from the spheres that are surrounding you in the big sphere into that little one in front of your face that can grow as big as it needs to grow to contain everything. Great work, well done. So it's just all going in that sphere. And now also commanding a release from your cellular, molecular, atomic, subatomic memory, and from the waves and particles of your quantum field and photon stream, from your pranic, emotional, mental bodies, astral body, divine blueprint template, celestial body, and causal body, in all dimensions of your being, in all directions of time, in all dimensions of my being, in all directions of time. We release fully everything and anything that's out of alignment with the fulfillment of our needs and our desires in accordance with our divine design. So what you've set in motion now, what you're inviting the new moon to bless you with. Any resistance to it, any vows, any beliefs, any conditioning that says you can't have it, and here's why, put it all in the sphere. And you don't need to know what it is. Please put fear as a neon sign in the sphere. Good, well done. Oh, something's happening there. So just allow it all to be breathed into the sphere. that is getting big. Big and heavy. We're going to let it spin. It's big, brown, heavy. Oh my goodness, it almost looks like sewage. Ooh, well done, everyone. Great detox. Just keep spinning the sphere. We're going to have to bring in the platinum ray. So I'm going to start to dissolve all of that stuff so we can release more. So just saying 3 times, I am the platinum ray. I am the platinum ray. I am the platinum ray. And let that platinum ray move all the way down through you, down into your earth chakra. And let it fill up the whole of the big sphere that surrounds you. From your heart, allow a beam of platinum light into that big, blobby, sludgy sphere. There's a whole load of muck under the sphere that I'm just going to put into a sphere and bring it up. There's like the compost left over from before the new year. Let's just put another sphere around that. It is like feces. It's like a whole pile of feces I can see. So a sphere around that. And then the big sphere we're holding everything else in. Good. Now it's in training. Well done, everyone. So we're spinning, 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 drawing all of that sewage up and into the sphere that we are filling with the platinum ray. Ah, you know what it is. It's the fracking. It's the earth. Okay, so send a beam of this platinum light deep into the earth's core. It's the stuff that's coming up from the earth. Bless. Ah, that's it. Okay, that's good. That's all platinum. And now focusing on our main sphere. Just really focusing your heart on releasing that beautiful platinum ray into the sphere, loving everything in that sphere up. And that ray acts like a torpedo moving through the sphere and loving up all of the density, all of the, I can't, I don't know how, I'm not good enough, I won't, what if, but they won't like it, what will other people say? Who gives a fuck? Put it all in the sphere. And put all the people in the sphere that you feel you let down by being true to yourself, that you feel in some way may be hurt by your actions. Open yourself up to receiving, so any resistance to receiving your highest good, put that in the sphere. Letting go of the way things have to be, need to be, put it all in the sphere. Well done, well done. So we're opening up to wonder. We're opening up to joy. Oh, yeah, you're brilliant. That's amazing. It's like we've got a pipeline of... There is a pipeline going into the earth, I tell you no joke, from this sphere of platinum light that's basically filling the holes that all the fracking has been causing. So it's for our water basin, our water table. Excellent. So we're spinning, 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 spinning. May this process continue until completion. One of my crystals is really full of toxins again, so I'm going to say the prayer again. So if you're feeling like your crystal needs energizing again because it's taken too much, we command that everything the crystals are holding gets released into the sphere as well. So I cleanse this crystal to renew its power so it may bring peace and harmony and benefit humankind. I command that all negative energy leave this crystal and go to where it can be transmuted into pure white light, so that only the purest vibrations of love and light exist within this crystal for the highest good of all. And so it is, and so it shall be. Nice. There we go. Okay. So we're going to expand this platinum sphere around us, but I'm just going to anchor the energy first. So let's just say all together, anchor, lock and seal, recalibrate and align, balance and harmonize, for graceful, gentle and easy integration and expression. And so it is, and so it shall be. So expand the sphere, step into it. Just allow yourself to absorb all of that cleansed platinum light. It's going to allow you to see through our eyes of love and love what you see. Through the eyes of the Divine Mother, the Sacred Feminine. Restoring each of us to our divine blueprint template. So reminding each of us, our cellular memory, our DNA, of our divine blueprint template. So who you really are, your soul incarnate in this physical being. Beautiful. Oh, wonderful. So this cleansing light is now moving down into the earth chakra. We're going to connect to the crystalline grid, but we just need to bring down source light. So I invite you to, let me just see what's coming through. It is the diamond fire. It's just to raise everybody up to full fifth dimensional consciousness. So if you can imagine a violet flame, which has diamond sparks in it that reflect the colors of the rainbow. And this is just going to move through your body and down into the earth chakra that is yours, blending with the platinum light and just awakening your connection to the crystalline grid. So just repeat after me. I am the violet flame. I am the violet fire, sorry. What am I saying? I am the diamond fire. I am the diamond fire. I am the diamond fire. As it moves through, clearing you beautifully, activating your earth chakra and raising your frequency fully to 5D consciousness, 5D reality. That's the reality of being a multidimensional being of love and light and the co-creator of your reality. We're co-creating with Source, with God. And that God self is within us. We are God. Whoa, felt some clearing on the left side there. Claiming our power fully as multidimensional beings. So now we're going to bring down the diamond ray. And the diamond ray is pure undifferentiated source. So we're bringing that to activate the earth chakra. So when you're ready, saying 3 times, I am the diamond ray. I am the diamond ray. I am the diamond ray. And bring that diamond light, this pure, undifferentiated source, pure diamond light, through your body, through your pelvic floor, through your feet, 3 foot deep into the earth. And then imagining a crystalline grid, a matrix that's wrapped around the whole world. Every human being has a connection to their earth chakra and the crystal matrix. Well done. So as you anchor into the crystalline matrix and you awaken, you feed it and it feeds you. This is how we create a new earth, my friends. So just repeating after me. Activate, activate, activate my earth chakra. Purify, purify, purify my earth chakra. Activate, activate, activate my connection to the crystalline grid. Purify, purify, purify my connection to the crystalline grid. And feel your feet being activated by this charging port. See the light that we've brought down already move through the grid, so the platinum ray moving through your earth chakra into the grid. Well done. The diamond fire, which is that violet flame with the diamond speckles. And now the diamond ray, that pure diamond light moving down through the earth grid all around the world, the crystalline grid. Wow, well done. Lots of clearing going on. Beautiful. So, finally bringing in the sovereign ray, the emerald green ray of sovereign light. So you are truly sovereign. I want you to fill your reality bubble with it, to fill your sphere of compassion. We'll come back into that beautiful feeling state of manifesting our needs and our desires. So bringing down the emerald green ray by saying 3 times, I am the emerald green ray. I am the emerald green ray. I am the emerald green ray. And feel yourself bathing in the emerald green light. It's awakening within you the strands of the DNA that are ready to be awakened, the extra strands. Ah, well done. And clearing any blockages from your meridian pathways, your energy centers. And just keep topping up with this emerald light as it's moving down through into your earth chakra along the crystalline grid. It's also strengthening your core line, the outline of your physical body, and your sphere of compassion. Wow, well done, well done, well done. So remember, you're embodying the wisdom of your higher self from your divine design timeline. That's your best possible timeline. That's the you living out the best possible reality you can here on earth. So come back to feeling what it's like that your needs are met easily. Loads of time. Loads of resources at your disposal. Things are flowing beautifully. And then welcoming the gifts you've asked the new moon to bring you, giving thanks for them as though they've already come, feeling what it's like to have them in your life. That's beautiful. So just really raise your frequency up to the point that you are plugged in to the crystalline grid. And you're emitting this very powerful frequency that is drawing to you what you want, what you need, what you'd like to create. Keep raising it. Imagine that your sphere is getting bigger The outline of your sphere of compassion is glowing. Oh, that's beautiful. So just harmonizing with each other. You know, I mentioned earlier, I think it might have been the last meditation, that I'm ready to be a shining star rather than a rainbow warrior. And the difference is that it's the sort of emitting the frequency that others can connect to, rather than the fight to make it possible. So shine your light, my friend. Be the lighthouse. And when you're feeling ready, knowing that what you've asked for has already been created, it already exists, you're just drawing it to you. Feeling that space, feeling into it, what it feels like to have what it is you want. Wonderful. So we're going to anchor it now. So let's also program our crystals. So if you can just bring this energy down through your heart into your crystals. And repeat after me. I command that my crystal maintains this vibration of higher frequency. I command that this crystal maintains the vibration of this higher frequency, which is aligned with my divine design timeline, which is aligned with my divine design timeline. And I can connect to whenever I think about or hold this crystal. I am a magnet for what I desire, in alignment with my highest good and the highest good of all. Anchor, lock and seal. Recalibrate and align. Balance and harmonize. For graceful, gentle, and easy integration and expression. And so it is, and so it shall be. And slowly start to breathe yourself back. Become aware of your body, become aware of what you're sitting on, become aware of your feet. Slowly bring yourself back, giving thanks to all of those beings that are supporting you for the highest good of all. And as you come back and feel ready to open your eyes, come on back to the new earth paradigm, baby. So welcome Bridget and Anita. Anybody who's still here with me, who wants to comment? I know some of you have to go off and look after children and so forth, but it's really, I take the time to really give strong activations in these new moons and full moons, because that's my gift to you. Those who can handle it are on the call. So anyone want to comment as to how that was for them? Please do. I'd be delighted to receive and share experiences. Excellent, Christina. So where did you feel it most? I was getting a lot of head, like my third eye more than my crown, and my heart really, really strong. These crystals are just, whoa, on fire. Thank you, Anne. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So while I've still got comments coming in, I just want to say you've programmed your crystals. So remember to keep them charged. That means if you carry them around with you, make sure that if they're feeling a bit dense and heavy, just run them under cold water. Also, if it's a nice sunny day, you can put them outside to charge with the sun. If you're about in the house. My mum was a crystal healer, so she was a crystal therapist, and she took it to a very high level. She was ready to train others. So I was really blessed to get a lot of information on that. And we need them. This is all part of the crystalline grid. So, and drink lots of water, especially if you've been drinking cacao. Remember to set your intention to remember your dreams, and remember that you are doing light work in your sleep. We all are. So Christina's saying, I felt almost lightheaded and as if I'm swimming. Felt great. Should I put the activated crystal outside now, even if I don't have a garden? Good question. I would keep the crystal with you tonight, and maybe when you feel like you want to, this one we've programmed really for us. So I would keep it on you and maybe put it outside in the days leading up to the full moon. So put it outside a couple of days before the full moon to fully charge up. And then when we do the full moon meditation, we'll work with them again because they'll have new codes. To put outside, if you don't have a garden, you can get a flower pot and ideally have some earth, some compost that you can put it in. Otherwise, an earthenware crockery, like an earthenware pot would be good, or glass if you haven't got that. Just try and avoid plastic. So Sarah's saying, thank you, eternally grateful for all the beauty and magic that's on its way. Yeah, baby, it totally is all on its way. So you are very, very welcome. The main thing I really would love to just convey is that we're evolving all of the time. And this planet is evolving too. There are different timelines, different realities, but the collective timeline that's been chosen is not Armageddon. It's the one where we co-create paradise on Earth. So those who insist on having some kind of Armageddon will continue to have it until the space they can have it in gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And basically others are living a completely different way. And that Armageddon's just contained smaller and smaller and smaller in one small space until that disappears as well. So really have faith. And I know we all experience different realities. I was in London the other day. I haven't been into London for a really long time. I actually quite enjoyed the tube for a change. So, the point is that you can radiate your light wherever you are. So one thing that I become very sensitive to is other energies. So I have to send my energy ahead of time to the space I'm going to. So I usually send a sphere of compassion with platinum light ahead of where I'm going. And that will include the train station, the train, someone's house, particularly if you're hanging around people you need to visit people that are in a lower frequency or in a state of fear. Then put them in a sphere of compassion and give them platinum light, and put yourself in a sphere of compassion too. So it's remembering to use the tools. Okay, so I am happy to stay on and chat with anyone if you have any questions, but if you feel complete, then we can call it a day. I'm intrigued to know who's still with us. So I know that Christina is, Anne is, Sarah is. Oh, you're so welcome, Christina. Trust me, man, I go through the mill to do this. So it's I appreciate that. It's really beautiful. I wouldn't say I'm always inspiring and motivating most of the time. I have my duvet days, but thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, happy new moon, and happy new moon in Capricorn. If you haven't read the intuitive astrology download about it, I put it in the previous links when I invited you to this meditation. So do check it out. Sending you loads of love. I'm wishing you a wonderful couple of weeks until we meet for the full moon. I will try and announce. So today is the 17th, so it's 14 days from now. Is that the 2nd of Feb? Something like that. It might be the 1st or 2nd of February. So I will let you know ahead of time. Bless you. One more question. Should I put the crystal outside during the day or night? Another good question. So basically, when you've got the crystal outside, it depends. Really, I would use your intuition with it. But usually I put the crystals out to cleanse for 3 days over the full moon. So the day before the full moon, the day of the full moon, and the day after. When I do that, I leave them out for the full 24 hours. So full 72 hours. But like, talk to your crystals. They communicate, so they'll tell you if they want to be with you. Every so often I lose them and they tell me they're upgrading. So I need to leave it until they upgrade and then they come back to me again. You can't get it wrong, Christina, is the bottom line. Okay, just work with your heart. Don't work with your head. Just let this guide you. And thank you. Happy new moon. Night to you. Have beautiful dreams tonight, everybody. So remember to hand your to-do list over to Source as you go to sleep. So it's good to write down everything the day before that you think you have to do the next day or the week leading up, and just hand it over to say, look, as much of this that you can take care of for me, Source, please do. And then the next morning when you wake up, you ask to be guided. You look through the list and be guided to what you need to do that day, and just let your heart tell you. And also remember to plug in consciously to the crystalline grid when you go to sleep at night and when you wake up in the morning. That will really help you to keep your energy high. All right, so yeah, you have your crystal chat, Christina. All right, my lovely ones. Well, loads of love. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to hearing how things go for you. Lots of love from me and my crystals. My cat's actually behind the camera, behind the computer now. Take care. Bye-bye.